Hi everyone, it's Anne here, also known as Motherload. A few weeks ago, Rini put up one of my videos on dyed papers and a huge amount of views on it, and people asking me other questions, and also, you know, what things I make with them. So I thought I'd just do a little video on showing you some of the things I've made with the papers that I dyed, and just hopefully give you some ideas. If you've got ideas, please send them to me. First thing is obviously your standard tags, but I do think they look really pretty in the dyed papers. They certainly take on a different personality than just using plain paper. So they're just normal tags, which I've covered with the dyed papers, and some of them I've gone over with a sealer and some of them I haven't. Depends what I'm going to be using them for. So there's those. You may have seen these others that I did on a previous video when I made the shrooms. Yeah, I used the papers to create them and to do a bit of collage around them. This was a journal that I made from the dyed papers, and every page of course is different, because when you dye papers you never get two alike. What I did was just tear around the pages. I've stuck two back to back, two different pages, and then I tore around the edge, and then when I'd got them all the same size, I just put a little bit of gold paint in a tray and dipped the edges of the pages in the gold paint to give them a gold decal edge, and then just used them to create a journal. So that was that one. Postcards was another thing that I've done with these, like that. Again, using the dyed paper as a background and then making the mushrooms out of the paper. Just added a little bit of frizz ribbon to represent some grass or ground. That's that one. Envelopes. Now these are very, very simple. I'll show you how I made one in a second. These ones I just used the dyed papers. This one was a little bit different because I took one of the dyed papers and then got a stencil and a little bit of bleach, and I just sponged a little bit of bleach through the stencil to take some of the colour out, and that gave me quite an interesting effect. To make those, all that I got was a piece of dyed paper and another piece, which I usually use my pieces that get damaged. This one's got a tear in it, for doing the little strips and extra embellishments and decorations. Just take your paper, fold it up like an envelope, so just like that, and then using this other piece and my wonky ruler, I'll just tear this off to give me a deckled edge, and then tear that down there. And fold it, or make a score, just using my ruler to bend it in the middle, and then cut off a piece that is that length of the side. Like that, and then glue that on. Okay, that's all I did to create the envelope. Obviously do the other side the same, and just let that dry and you've got a nice envelope. This one's only single paper. Some of the other ones, I think this one, I glued 2 papers back to back so it's different colours inside and out. Or you could use a book page or something to line it if you wanted a lining in it. This was also just a simple brown envelope I had, which I tore a piece of the dyed tissue and just glued it on the top there just for something different. Here's another little journal I made, but this time I made it like what they call waterfall journals, where you stagger the pages and so you can see a bit of every page. Like that. It's just a small one. This one's even smaller in the shape of a tag. Just like that. But I did create some packs of the waterfall signatures. If you don't want to go to the trouble of dyeing your own papers and then making them up into signatures, I've already done some. I'll just take them out the pack so you can see them. These come in 3s in a pack, and they're already stitched for you to use straight off, and they're the staggered pages like that, and they're stitched. Every page is different, and there's 3 in a pack. It will take me a little while to get them to Kerry because I've just started a new box, and when that's full I'll send it up to her and she'll photograph them and put them in the shop. So I think that was all. I just wanted to pass on some of the things that I'd made and hopefully inspire you. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you again soon in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.